Zone. Yes. There you go.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.
Oh, hello, hello, hello. Got my camera. There we go. I do have satellite internet, so it comes and goes sometimes, but I'm always back. Welcome, Andrea. Welcome, Stacy. Welcome, Sam. Jaden Townsend, you joining? Welcome, Zoe. Or Zoe. Andrea. Welcome, Emily. How's everyone doing tonight? What a week it has been. Hey, Miss Kim Cole. Hi there. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully my dad comes through for me. He recently passed away. I'm so sorry, Kim. And welcome Susanna and Suzanne and Jess and Pamela over on Facebook land. Now, let me see. I have an extra cord here. As I started tonight, my headset was completely dead, which I don't even know how that happened. But tonight, what I was going to do was some question and answers, like just to start off. It's been a crazy week. I've been trying to fill Hollis's shoes for this past week and doing the lives. Hollis and Bright Hawk went on an anniversary trip with their grandkids, and they do it once a year. Welcome, Andrea. And last year, like I helped, but other people did the lives, and this year I was helping with the lives, and whew, they do a lot. So I posted today in our group, that you could just ask any question. So I was going to go over there and see what questions people had. If you don't know me, my name is Cheryl Cole. A lot of people know me as Mama Cole. I have had experiences with the dead since I was about 4 years old. I've had visions. I've had heard them talking to me, seen and had experiences like in third grade with a teacher that passed at the desk. And I knew and told people, like, I just have always been like a voice between worlds, basically. And it used to scare me when I was a kid. I didn't understand what was going on, and I was really scared and taught that it wasn't Christian and wasn't right. So I tried to block it off till when I got older, and I actually have a cadaver vertebrae in my neck. So when I had that surgery, I I passed. I basically had a near death experience. And when I came out, my gifts I couldn't deny anymore because I was experiencing the guy whose bone I had in my neck. It was really weird. And I don't usually tell that story, so I'm not sure why I'm telling that tonight. But what I did honestly was I just started learning everything. I started honestly as a foster parent. This is really hilarious. Um, we did foster care for juveniles straight out of the city, like straight out of juvie in the city, and we lived out in the country. And they ran away a lot, a whole lot. And I have the gift of remote viewing, which means if I'm like attached to you or something, I can usually pinpoint like where you're at. If you're in trouble, I sense it and stuff. It's just something I've always had, like with my kids and my family. Well, with my foster kids, I started doing that, and they would I would have to we would locate them within 15 minutes. We lived in a really small town, and most of them were like gangsters from the inner city, and they would be in our little town, and I'd be like, "Nope, they're over at the ice cream store, or they're here." And sure enough, the sheriff would find them usually within 15 minutes. And yeah, they started calling me CSI Howard because we lived in Howard, Ohio. It was funny as heck. So that's a little bit about me, and I continue to read books. Honestly, I read a lot of books, watched a lot of mediums. I watched a lot of Long Island Medium. Her gift's very similar to mine, and Tyler Henry. I think it's Tyler Henry, the blonde Hollywood dude. His is very similar to mine because I drop in. Usually, I drop in before I start a session, about 15 minutes before, and then I'll start writing. Like, I'll just connect with your guides and guardians in like your energies, and I'll just start getting messages and write them down. And then, thank you so much, Zoe. And then what I would do is when we have your session, then I'll be like, hey, do you know? It's almost like we play charades, trying to decode what the messages are that I got. So, and let me see what else. And so tonight, I'm going to answer some questions. I'll do a few little readings, but I think honestly, I'm going to probably pull cards, and we're just going to have like more of an informal question and answer. Like, you can ask me anything spiritual, about the afterlife. Yeah, I love Tyler Henry, and he's very similar to my gift's very similar. Um, I used to watch Sandra Brown growing up. I have all her books. She's pretty cool too. I was fascinated by her. Sandra Brown was old school. She used to be on Montel Williams back in the day. But what I'm fascinated about her was she did a lot of past life regressions, and then she discovered that a lot of the past life regressions that the people that the way that they died, they actually had the birthmark. Like if they got stabbed in the side, they had a birthmark right here, in this day and age. And then they ended up doing scientific research. Like some college kids took her reports because she did it for like 30 years or something, and they overlimed it with the occurrence of the birthmarks and stuff, and that was like 98% accurate. It was crazy. But there's been, yeah, do you remember Sandra? No, Sylvia Brown. There you go, Sylvia Brown. Yes. So she did some really cool stuff. So I've read her. I also love Dolores Cannon because I do a lot of like quantum healing. Um, I work with the lost and missing, those in a coma and things like that. I don't try, I reach them and help guide them and help their family understand what's going on with them. Um, Also, dementia patients and Alzheimer's, they're almost like in the same category. Yeah, it's really crazy. But I've actually had experiences where my friend's husband, I'm allowed to tell the story. He was in a Corvette, and he was coming home from his his high school reunion, and he crashed his vet going 135 to 140 miles an hour is what they figured. And he was ejected, and he hit a tree, and his body like slammed the tree, and they figured his body hit the impact was like 120 miles an hour, and he was in a coma for 3 weeks. She was like a fellow student of mine. We went to crystal classes together for like 3 years, and after about 3 weeks I felt that I could help them somehow. I didn't know how, and I dropped in, and with the help of my mentor at the time, and helped talk to him and guide him and guided his essences all back together. And he woke the craziest thing is honestly he woke up in 45 minutes. I told her it'd be like 3 to 5 days because part of him still had to make the decision. And it was in 45 minutes. And the craziest thing was he started saying my name and he didn't know me. Like he was like saying that send Cheryl gifts. It was right around Christmas time. Send Cheryl gifts. Send Cheryl gifts. You got to send her gifts. So he actually sent me, I have my dowsing rods are from him. So yeah, it was the craziest. After that, I never, ever doubted my gift. I will always speak whatever I see or feel. And if somebody's in a coma, say exactly. Because he was communicating with me beforehand too. He would tell me like if the wires were too tight or what was really embarrassing was he was having private area issues and I was having to tell his wife. And yeah, that was crazy. And then he would just be like, "Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you." Because after he woke up, he still was having like communication issues. So some crazy stuff. But yeah, anything's possible. Wow, that's amazing. So you can connect to people in comas. So do they know what's happening around them? I feel very much yes. Yes, they are totally aware of what's going on. They are not in pain or anything, but they're still attached to their body. And depending on what has happened, like each case is completely different. He actually split. Like you have an ethereal body, a shadow body, your soul, your spirit. Like he split, and there were parts of him that had to come back. Like the impact split him, his energy bodies. It was crazy. Yeah, some wild stuff. Uh, and she's a really good friend of mine. They're in St. Louis. She'll totally tell you the story and everything. Like it's on my reviews. Yeah. And I think part of it is just I don't know, it's just a gift. And everybody does have the abilities. It's just we all have different gifts. You know what I mean? Is this kind of question? Yeah, we can ask. You would like to know, hold on. If the path I'm on right now with a new person in my life is a good thing or bad. I lost my husband. I've been so weary about letting others love me. And this person, hold on, everybody's asking questions. Hold on. And this age thing is getting me. I have to put my glasses on. Healing, it really makes me feel happy, but I also have a hard time moving forward. I don't want no more hurt in my life. Okay. Sienna, I want to tell you something. This is not uncommon. Of course, you're going to find love again after your husband's passing, and it is going to be difficult and it's going to be hard to move forward. But I know quite a few widows and widowers who do find love again. And honestly, I feel that your loved ones are guiding them to you because they don't want you to be alone. Okay. So that's definitely, you move forward, honey, and know that um, we don't understand love completely, but I know that your loving another man or another human will not negate or deny the love that you have for the one that has passed. Like it'll be multiplied. Like that we don't understand it as humans. We think that like we have to be monogamous and it's one man, one woman, and till death do us part, and then we can just go on. Um, we can go on, and it's not till death do us part. Like we're all united. Like say you marry 3 or 4 times. Well, you're going to decide on your afterlife who do you really want to spend your time with. Like if you love all of them, then all of you would just get along and it wouldn't be weird or uncomfortable or jealous or anything because it's just love. Like it's all how sage your house tomorrow. Does it really help to keep positive energy in the home? What about outside the home? Yes. Yeah. What I love to do, I used to do on Saturdays, like Saturday morning, open all your windows, get your sage going, open your drawers, your closet doors, like cupboards, everything. I open everything. And then now I don't burn. Where did I put my jar? Hold on. My headphones were dying, which I thought was crazy. When I first started, I burned bundles. I don't anymore. I burn just a leaf. So you can actually like dismantle your bundles. But what I do is I just burn a leaf of sage. Usually light it with my candle, but looks like my candle went out. And then see the smoke? You just make sure the smoke, if you don't have a feather, just use your hand and just make sure it permeates all the areas, and you ask for nothing but good energy, good vibes, happiness, joy, peace to be within the walls of your home. Anything of like ill will, contention, get out. You're not welcome here. And you do it however you want. Whatever you believe in, you can end it. I say amen, aho, and so it is. Some people say in the name of Christ. Some people say in whatever their deity is. Some people just say I demand it, or so mote it be. It's whatever. It's your magic. It's your it's all about you. It's your intentions, okay? And if you're I'm part native, that's why I do sage. If you're not native and if you don't believe in sage, you can just do incense. You can also do basil or bay leaves. Bay leaves are great, okay, because it does the same thing. It just clears the air. And if you don't really understand what it is about smoke, some people don't believe in cleansing with smoke. I don't think Hollis does so much. I think Bright Hot does, but I'm not sure if Hollis does. Um, but if you look back in ancient traditions, they used to do smoke baths. You had sweat lodges. And even in Catholics, you know how they have the incense, the big brass thing that goes through and they swing it and it has the smoke that goes. That's frankincense and myrrh in that, which is a resin, which is nothing but smoke. So, and then outside your home, you don't need to outside your home. I do energetic stuff to my property. I put stones on each corner, but that's by choice. Good evening, Miss Michelle Brown. Let's see. Zoe said, oh, yes, if you want to book, I'm so sorry about your brother. I had a good friend who had a car accident. Hold on, let me show you where the website's really easy. It's psychicinsights.life/Mama Cole, if I can find it. Sometimes I delete my own link. I know it's here. There's Nicole. Jeez. Oh, I don't even see. There it is. Right there. You can book there. And if you use the code SPRING25, you get $22 off an hour session. But I actually had a friend right out of high school who was in a severe car accident, and he was in a coma too, but he was in a coma for 3 months, and the left side of his brain was dead. So I totally get what you're going through. Sorry, there's a bunch of comments, so just be patient with me, okay, guys? Because I do this and hold on. That was can't talk or walk or eat anything. Yet they're still in there though. Like you could still connect with them. Totally. I totally believe that you can totally connect with them. Diane says, my husband and I could always read each other's minds. Can he still read mine now that? Yeah, exactly. If you had that like telepathy or that special gift, definitely. You're so welcome, Andrea. Virginia says, hi, everyone. And hi, Miss Regina. I am going to do some spirit led towards the end. I've just had a crazy week, so I figured tonight, Hollis actually planned it just to be questions and answers. Miss Emily says, my nephew's birthday is coming up. He was nonverbal with severe disabilities, bedridden his whole life. Can he come through and communicate now that he has passed? Yes, very much so. You know what's really cool about that, Miss Emily, is that's the kids, the population that I specialized in college was autistic kids, kids on the range that were nonverbal. My thesis in college was actually doing that if they didn't acquire language before scientists believe that you couldn't acquire language after the age of 14. And I was like, yeah, they can. Just like you said, that he's severely, he's bedridden and he's never communicated stuff. I had people like that. that I worked with. I went in the institutions and I found ways for every single one of them to communicate, but it wasn't always verbal language. It was, sign language or communication board. And that was before they had the big fancy communication boards. So yes. And I found, see, I didn't know I was a psychic medium at the time, but I like could totally connect with them. And I know that's what I was doing. And yeah, they were some really cool. They're totally in there, and I feel that they're like super valiant spirits. The souls that aren't able to communicate and stuff, they're in there 100%. Because I know that you get glimmers of it and stuff when you take care of them. You know that they're in there. Other people don't understand it, but they're just super valiant souls. I'm not sure why they have those challenges at all, but yeah, they're very reachable. Hold on. Sam O'Donnell says, a year ago, my mom passed. I had a beautiful private reading with Sarah. She knew this one single bee was always around, no matter what. It was just one bee all the time in my yard. She told me it's my mom sending the bee. This year, that bee is back, but why a bee? She knows everyone is scared of bees. Do you know bees are like prosperity, and a hive only exists because of each other. Like, and bees see the world. Do you know the bees see the world like a honeycomb? Like their vision is honeycombs. Like bees are, you should look up bees. Bees are amazing. And they make energy from flowers. Like, I think she's telling you more about your hive, like, oh, no, I love this. I know this is a typo, Zoe, so please pardon me. Yeah, you fixed underneath. Is there such a thing as soup contracts? They mean soul contracts. It's just cute. I watch a short video on YouTube and it says soul contracts, and that's what keeps us in the loop. Doesn't matter how much we try, nothing good comes because of the contract. Weird question. No, it's not a weird question at all. I believe you can rewrite your soul contract because you do have free will. Some of us some of us choose. Okay, the afterlife is perfect. Okay, there is no challenges. You get everything you want all the time. Like, you learn by seeing what you did in your lives. Okay, when you come back to earth, you want to be challenged. You don't want it easy. You're like, give it to me all. I can handle it. I want all the lessons. I want all the experiences. And then you get down here and you're like, what the heck was I thinking? No. So, yes, you can rewrite it. You're not stuck. Nothing is totally written 100% in destiny. Um, I do feel that I do know stuff is written in the planets, like, the energy influences and stuff like that, but you still have free will. So you can change the outcome of anything. So soul contracts are there, for experiences and things like that, but there still is free will can change anything. Okay. Let me see. Susanna Paul says she's native to. You can just ask a question on Facebook, Miss Jess. Or Jess. I don't know if you're Miss or not. Hmm. Look at this. We're going to do this one. Now you have to be patient because I'm doing the copy, pasting, and all that. So this was a question over. Why is it not creating? Okay, Jess Moore. Did my mom know me, my dad, and our dog Cannoli? I love his name. We're there with her at the hospital. She was passing. I apologize if this is showing up more than once. My phone keeps showing loading. It's okay. Yes, she knew they were there. What's really beautiful when we pass, from what I've been in the room when 4 people have passed, and I've been like on the phone when 2, like I've been around quite a few. And my experience is that when they pass, they and sometimes beforehand, they don't experience the actual death. They have a choice. That's one of them free will choices. They can either be in the body and pass in the body, or they can witness the death. Um, that's been my experience. And I get your mom was beside you guys watching. She didn't physically, because the body still has to die no matter what. So it's going to make them grumbles and the groans and you know, the horrible sounds and stuff. But the soul doesn't suffer at all. And they're very aware of what's going on. And they're also never alone. Oh, here's a great question. So I hope that helped. I love this one. Michelle Brown, what kind of healing crystals help with pain in your body? My sciatic nerve has been really bothering me, and I tried everything to get it some relief, and nothing is helping. I can 100% relate, and I will tell you what helps. Number one, if you can find Himalayan quartz, which is that little tiny Himalayan quartz, bloodstone. Let me see if I can get I have a whole bunch of crystals. I have a lot of pain. I live with pain a lot. But no, Tibetan quartz, that's what it is, Tibetan quartz. And then bloodstone, and bloodstone is dark green with red spots in it. And I know I have some in here. I have like this, all of my crystals are in this big, huge bowl. It's really hilarious. I can't find it right now. And another one that really works good, this is called Golden Healer. Okay. And what you need to do, Michelle, is I live with sciatic pain. I've had a flare up the last 3 days, to be completely honest. I'm sitting here with heat now. You have to rest. Sciatica, there's not much you can do. The crystals will help. Bloodstone, Golden Healer, Tibetan quartz, and this one's really good too, Kambaba Jasper. It's a green, and then see these are actually petrified algae. Isn't that cool? And bloodstone, my husband has bloodstone. He was just using it today. I know I have some in here. And lepidolite helps a lot too. Lepidolite's really good for grief too. It's the purple stone with the mica in it. Some people think it's like an amethyst, but it's not. This is really good too. Okay. So I hope that answered you, Michelle. Miss Emily said that he had cerebral palsy and didn't have use of his body. Thank you. I hope to schedule soon and try to reach out. Yes, I'll be here. I've actually worked with people like him. I had a client, because I did respite care and stuff for special need, worked at a group that was quite a while. She was 16 and her dad was her caregiver and he passed. And it was the saddest thing. She would cry, but I got to communicate with her, and she was one I could really, that's what I knew that she would, she could understand everything. She used to have my daughter sneak Fruit Loops when she was on like an all ground diet and stuff. And I'd walk out of the room and she'd be getting Fruit Loops. This is another really good healing crystal. This is Epidote, Preonite and Epidote. And this is called Healer, Heal Thyself. And this is a very good crystal to use also. You're so welcome. Oh, look at this. Sarah says that hummingbirds have been around her window. Do you know hummingbirds are absolutely amazing, and they're like messengers from the other side. So who is it that's trying to get hold of you or get your attention, Sarah? That's absolutely beautiful. Hummingbirds are very magical. I'll probably pull cards here in just a little bit. Yeah, I do connect some to past pets. I'll tell you, Jamie's the one that's really good at that. I'm good at helping them go home or or finding them because my daughter has cats who like to stray off every my daughter-in-law, and she'll call me for me to send them home, and they actually listen. It's the funniest stuff. Welcome, Miss Angie. How are you? Oh, don't be sorry you're late. You're just in time. Just in time. Yeah, I had some really cool clients. Let me see what's going over on Facebook. Oh, okay. Here's Donna. Hold on. I love doing the question and answers because I don't get to share. Like I share some medium experiences, like this one right here. Um, I keep losing my glasses with everything. There we go. Donna Izzy, when you connect with someone who is missing, what do you see or hear? I have someone connecting with me who I know has passed, but I haven't purposefully connected. Okay. I have had that experience. Okay. We had a 14-year-old girl here in town go missing. And she was missing for like 2.5 months. And come to find out, when I first heard about it and saw her picture, I was like, she looks familiar. How does she look familiar? And then I started like, okay, I really want to help find her. She's in, and I tried feeling where she was. And then they posted a picture like 3 or 4 days after she was missing, and I saw her bracelets. She had a stack of bracelets on, and one of the bracelets was a crystal bracelet that I had given her. I'd met her at the library and heard her story. Both her parents had been in and out of prison. Her grandma was raising her. She could have been one of my foster kids. And I really felt for her, told her what to do with homeschooling and stuff like that, and told her to stay focused. And somebody loved her, and I gave her one of my really pretty crystal bracelets. What I learned from this experience was that we were energetically tied, and I hugged her. So I was energetically tied to this girl a little bit more so. You live in the same town as this missing person, okay? I'm sure you've thought about them, you've read the case, so you're energetically connected. If you have psychic medium gifts and you're able to locate, sometimes I believe they reach out to you because they need help. They're just like, hey, you can hear me? Oh, if you could hear me, hey, could you possibly help me? Do you know what I mean? Like, I honestly feel that they're trying to reach out. Um, I had this girl, I kept going through this one. Our county is huge. Our county, there's only 1,200 people that live here, but it's across swamp and woods and forest. And like, I'm in rural Florida. Like, it's backwoods as backwoods could be. And I'd say it's a good, I don't even know mileage. It takes you an hour to get from like one side of the county to the other, I'm sure. Like, it's a big county. But I kept going to this one area and I could hear her screaming, I'm here, I'm here. And it was like 2 weeks every time I'd go down this road in this certain area. And I ended up having to report it. Reported what I saw because she wouldn't shut up. I kept seeing a tree, I was seeing water, like by a spring and stuff. And it ended up that's where she was located. She was located by a water, by a tree, right by the springs. Um, so just pay attention to the messages that you're getting, Donna. And yeah, if you feel like she's trying to reach out to you, oh, she's in another state, but maybe, sorry about that. And it says, yeah, I feel exactly like she's trying to reach out to me, but she's in another state. So What I did, honestly, you have to use this as a learning experience. There's nothing you can really do but learn. And that's what I had to do. I just used it as a learning experience. Take your notes, do your impressions, um, and compare them with the results that come out. It is hard. Um, you keep hearing her name over and over, seeing flashes of her face as her screaming in the bush or ocean. She was 17. Yeah. I would, you can stop that. You can say, honey, just how can I help you? I don't need to see all this. What do you need? How can I help? Okay, that's a really good way to do it. Okay. Uh, Just a minute. Let me check over here. I hope that answered your question. Hi, Tawny. Yes, I'm doing well. I'm whoever was asking about the sciatica. And I'm trying to catch up with the comments, guys. I love this. Okay, a morning dove. You know what's funny? Morning doves have been in my readings the last 2 days, and I saw a whole flock of them this morning. So, who is the morning dove, Stacy? Just you know who it is. Who checks on you every morning? And so, my cat goes back to my old house every time he gets out. Takes weeks to get him home. I pay for an animal communicator to help me. Thank goodness there are amazing people out there to help. Yes, I have friends who do that. Like, seriously, I can somewhat, but not like they do at all. Um, Barbara says they see shadows out of the corner of their eyes. Wait, hold on. Sorry. Am I mistaken, or are spirits really there? Oh, they're there. They're there. And sometimes, if you're seeing that, sometimes it's just them checking you out. Like, it could be your guides or guardians. It's nothing scary whatsoever. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to get back to the stream. I feel when I read that, Angie, they're going to be fine. Like, it's probably the best thing that's going to happen to her. They're talking about moving to Florida. I don't know what part or anything. I'm in Florida myself, but I feel that was like, because I saw lots of sunshine for them and more than literal sunshine. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's not going to be bullied and stuff because everybody in Florida is from somewhere else, usually. Michelle Brown says, I have a hummingbird tattoo. I got it after my grandma passed because we would just sit and watch the hummingbirds at her house. I now have 5 feeders at my house. I love that. I love hummingbirds. Sarah's not sure who's trying to connect. You'll know, honey. You're welcome, Donna. Honestly, I'm just asking questions. Miss Tracy was asking what the topic is. Now I'm going to hop over. Okay, Rachel has a question. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm getting to you guys. So just be patient, okay? Because I have to like copy and paste when you're over on Facebook. And sometimes it doesn't always cooperate. See, like it's got me clicked on Rachel for some reason. There we go. I got it. Rachel Jante, maybe? I don't know. If not, that's a really cool way to pronounce it. Is it Jante? Like, it has to be. I don't know. It sounds cool. Or Jonte. Okay. I lost the love of my life. He died suddenly 2 weeks ago and really struggling with it. What's the best way for me to stay connected with him? I'm afraid to lose it. Do you pick up any? Okay. The best way, honestly, is to honor him. Okay. And take care of yourself. Okay. The biggest thing right now is for you to take care of yourself. Realize he's okay. Okay. There's nothing that you have to do right now. You don't have to worry about making a mistake or doing something wrong or upsetting him. None of that even matters right now. What matters is you taking care of you. Okay. And the best way to stay connected, honestly, spend time with them. Like in the mornings, how we're talking about the birds and stuff like that. Maybe some of that's meant for you too. In the mornings, get your cup of coffee, your tea or whatever, and take a moment just to breathe. Because it's only been 2 weeks. So I'm sure you're still very frantic. It's still very traumatic because it was so sudden. Okay. You need to know that definitely he is totally around you. Um, See, now I want to go back to Facebook to see if I can see, because I know that picture's of him and you, but I don't even know where your comment is. Hold on. Aw. No, they don't feel the pain. See, that's what I was just feeling from her. She's really feeling the pain and stuff, and they don't. They don't struggle because they're able to check on you all the time. Like they can check in and see how you're doing. Now it hurts when they see you upset and stuff. They're trying to hold you and comfort you, but they can't really vibrate on that. They're not of that vibration. They're joy and happiness now. Sorry, I'm drinking chai. It helps with pain too. If anybody's in, whoever it was that was asking about pain, I do a lot of teas and stuff that help. Okay. I see a shadow early hours this morning, which I'm praying it was my brother, as it's his anniversary today, probably. Especially you, Tani. You have a lot of aunties and stuff too that watch out for you. And some of your work is supposed to be in the dark and brought to the light. So, would not surprise me one bit. Okay. Yeah, Angie, I hopefully she'll be much better there. And this was Miss what Angela was asking. When they cross over, they feel the pain when missing us. They do worry about us, yeah, but not like a human worry. Oh my gosh, there's a humongous bug on my ceiling. Sorry, I'm in Florida. There's a bug like this big, and I don't know what it is. As long as it don't land on me, we're good. Yeah, see if you found him, then what? He's like, why are you asking her? Like, you guys, one of the things when you know me and we start doing these lives, because I'm going to be doing these lives every week, start trusting your intuition. Okay. If your gut's telling you it's your brother, guess what? It's your brother. I guarantee you it's your brother. Okay. There's nothing, the boogeyman's not going to jump out and get you. That's our childhood. That's our traumas. Okay. Uh, yeah. On the weekends, Rachel says she is a wreck and she does sit on the talk to the birds and just talk to him. Yeah. Just keep doing that, sweetheart, and be gentle with yourself. The other thing I want to tell you too, and I try to tell everybody this in readings, okay, if you guys are having dreams, if you're having a dream and they're suffering or they're worried or they're scared or they're frantic or something like that, or they look like bloody from like an accident or something, that's not real. That's your brain, that's your trauma, that's your subconscious trying to work through this tragedy, through the grief. Okay, now if they come to you and they're just happy and joyful and look like glowing and really brilliant, that's a visitation. Okay, they're actually there. They're actually their spirit at that moment is there. Also, if you like smell them, like a whiff of them, or something like you're just sitting there, all of a sudden, what is that? What? That's them. That's them connecting, able to cross the veil just for a moment, just to give you a sign. Same thing when they do birds, coins and feathers, things like that. Okay. So I think I'm going to draw us some cards. Let me put my crystals up. You gotta give me a minute because this is a heavy bowl. I have like towers and this is like all of my crystals in a huge punch bowl. But when I moved in the RV, it was yeah, Rachel. See, I love that. That's one thing I love about our community, Rachel. I'm so glad you found us because we will help support you. See, Tawny's sending you so much love and strength to you. You're totally not alone. A reading does help too to connect you, to know that you're not crazy. And just open yourself up to communications. Oh, thank you so much. I have tons of crystals. Okay, Stacy said, speaking of dreams, I had one where I think I was awake but could not move, and all I see was my son's face everywhere. What does that mean? He was probably visiting you. But if you could move, sometimes that's a trauma dream. That's your just trying to work through stuff. Sorry, I'm thirsty. Okay, I think I'm gonna draw us a couple cards. I've been doing crystals. How about I have a couple crystal decks. I think this would be fun, and this will help you guys learn a little bit more about the crystals too. Okay, this is from my old teacher. I used to go. It's a gemstone affirmation deck from Sage Goddess. Oh, so I took all my crystal classes and stuff, and it's really beautiful. Like, see, it tells you the stone and a little bit about it. So I'm going to pull. First, I'm just going to pull for the collective, okay? Like, what message do we all need tonight that would help us? Like, what stone should we work with this next week that could help us? Ooh, ocean jasper. Can you see that? Oh, look, it's doing pretty good. It looks like honestly, it looks like a pebble. It's like white with speckles on it. It's the happiness stone. It activates the solar plexus, your heart, and your throat chakras, and brings physical and emotional healing. Ocean jasper also promotes playful and positive self-expression. It supports the release of self-defeating behaviors by opening your eyes and heart to healthier habits and thought processes. And the affirmation is, I infuse my life with joy and happiness. And ocean jaspers are really cool. I'm not going to dig back in my thing again. I could get my chips, but that's okay. So isn't that beautiful? So that's the release of self-defeating behaviors. And what was I just saying about our intuition? You know? So trust your intuition, believe your intuition, because some of that's your self-defeating behaviors. An easier week is there reading for Gemini. I tell you what, I am a Gemini moon and rising, and I totally can relate, Sarah. I don't know what was going on this week, but my goodness, how about let's do a heal. Hold on, I have probably like 30 decks here, so I'm going to pull you a Soul Truth card. This one is a self-awareness deck. See, I have some that are oracles, some that are tarot, and I use a lot of the oracles in my I used a lot of them in my own healing, to be completely honest, the gemstones and stuff. This one is the Soul Truth is like such a gorgeous deck. Okay, what message does Sarah and our Geminis need tonight? Okay. Whoop. What am I looking for outside myself? Ooh, that is already within me. Are you looking for more guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When we search outside ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. It's time to go inward to find everything you seek. All the answers you need lie within you. Okay, so your sole action for this is to breathe in your favorite essential oil, inhale it deeply into your belly, drop your shoulders, and spend some time hanging out with your soul today. Ask for what you need and be ready for the answers. So that is an awesome card too for, what was your name? Rachel. So one of the things for you, Rachel, was I would try this. Honestly, the essential oils and just smell, because scent really helps. Orange citrus scent is very perfect. Yeah, it really helps a lot for uplifting mood and stuff. I've worked with scent for years. I do a lot of scent oriented stuff. So I think I'm gonna pull some cards for a little bit. Usually I do an hour. I'm already at an hour, but we're gonna go for like a little bit longer. You're so welcome, Rachel. Kathy says it's something that's helped her. Oh, I love this. Hold on, I want to hear what Carrie said. Give me a second to copy. Oops. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna let me post the whole thing. Hold on. Yeah, cards are fun. I have a million tons of them. Yeah, see, it won't let me. I'm gonna read it from the Facebook. Okay. I've learned to trust the signs. This is from Carrie Kolosinski. I used to doubt them, but one night I was singing karaoke and sounded horrible. I was thinking in my head, I wish I could start over. Suddenly, the whole karaoke system shut down and rebooted itself. I thought it might be one of my loved ones helping me. When the name of the next person coming up to sing came on the screen, it was my brother's name. I immediately started crying. I knew it was him, and that was him letting me know. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes, that totally was him. That's beautiful. I love that. What a beautiful validation to have it right there on the screen. Okay. Now, Suzanne. Yeah, I'll pull a deck for you. And I have um let's see. Okay. Now this is my down and dirty deck. You can tell she's you can't even see the title. Oh, here it is. The Psychic Tarot deck. This is my old tried and true. Now she's pretty honest, and she's kind of. I get Susan can handle. Oh, and you already got one just flopping out. Okay, this was a jumper. This is your spiritual union. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful, Susan? Okay, spiritual unions can never be broken. This is a connection that's deep and divine. See third eye to third eye. See the prosperity and the bounty overflowing the cup. It's a beautiful spiritual union with your loved one. So you have to remember that partnership. It's forever. That's an eternity sign there. And this card flew out like as I was. That's your card. And it's a number 2. How perfect is that? Perfect union. And look at how balanced the card is. And see all the light behind. And there's also a leaf above you too, like for growth. Lots of gold. She even has 3 gold rings around her neck. Gold down here. That's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely beautiful card. So please know that your loved one is very near. You definitely have a beautiful spiritual connection, and it's a union. Like it can't just be broken. Okay. Yes, Miss Tawny, I can pull a card for you. I sure can. Tawny in row. What message does Tawny need to hear tonight? No jumpers. Ooh. Accelerated motion. You're a comet. Oh, wow. What is that? Oh, it's the reflection on the card. That's really weird. You are. Why can't I get. There we go. Look at that. Holy cow. You're getting ready to be launched. Yeah, you're getting ready to be launched. Accelerated motion forward. So you have to have the faith and just hold on, okay? Isn't that awesome? Freaking, I love that card for you. That's totally perfect. Yes, Angie. What is Miss Angie? And I don't know why I'm calling everybody Miss tonight. I don't normally do that. I have no idea why I'm doing that. So if somebody is not that gender, I apologize. I'm in the South and I'm not sure why I'm doing that tonight. You're so welcome, Tawny. Angie. Ooh, Angie, you got some decisions to make? Movement, choices, and decisions? Look at that. Look at the doors of opportunity right in front of you. Which one is it going to be? Money, wealth, dreams, prosperity. What is it going to be, Angie? Look at that. It's just confirming the choices that you have, and they're plentiful. And each one leads to a rainbow. Each of them make up the colors of the rainbow. See that? So follow your dreams. Go for it. Open those doors. Pursue those paths. You're very welcome. Okay, Miss Neela. Ooh, Neela, you got third eye. This is a chakra deck too. The third eye is your connection, how you're receiving. Make sure you're taking care of your third eye. If you're having intuition, trust your intuition. Trust these dreams. Trust these visions, these things that you're experiencing. Read about the third eye, how you can work on your pineal gland and activate it. Okay? You're so welcome. So I'm not sure what exactly you're working on, but definitely your third eye. Yes. Thank you for changing that. Drift King. Ooh, obstacles and challenges. Okay, you're facing some kind of obstacles and challenges. Okay, the path isn't in. The path is broken. There's a broken thing there, Drift King. All you have to do is just jump over. Okay, don't let the obstacles deter you, because the path still goes on, and there's actually more bright light on the other side of the path. See it right here? Okay, and there is a deep fall and stuff but you have to trust and stay the course. Because if you wander off course, it's not going to be good. And yes, Michelle and Angie said, yeah, she's been working on that. And Neela, I'll get you, Michelle. Neela said that she always second guesses everything. Don't second guess. That card is totally telling you not to second guess, okay? Hold on. And just hang on. I'll try to get everybody. You're so welcome, Drift King. Michelle. What messages do we have? Well, you definitely had. That's a stack. Hold on. They have a lot of messages for you. Oh, but see. Michelle, you also have your intuition. You have to trust. See the door behind you? If you connect here, This behind you is like the veil. Honestly, if the door opens, anything's going to be possible, Michelle. You have to trust your intuition too. Intuition is a big message tonight, like a big message. And some of that maybe, how we did the other card on self-defeating behaviors, us telling ourselves that we second guess ourselves and no, that couldn't be true. No, they couldn't be actually be where I think they are. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually true. Trust that intuition. Okay. Gonna hop over on Facebook. And I have Kathy Baranowski. Yes, you may have a card. And then I'll probably finish the people that I have. There's like 2 or 3 more people. Then we'll go. Kathy. And I'll do one for everybody too. Kathy. What do you need to know, Kathy? Oh, yours is your base chakra, your root chakra. Are you not grounding? This is like just taking time in nature and grounding and remembering that I get for you, if you don't have very much of a familial connection, you have a Mama Gaia. You have an earthly connection, okay? Your base chakra is your connection to Mama Gaia, to the earth, to it's what holds you stable. So maybe you just need to take a little bit more time in doing some grounding. Okay. It's so funny watching me. 58 years old. I'm learning how to do all this streaming and copy and pasting, and it's there. See, I did it. Kim. What does Kim need? Oh, you need to have hope, beautiful. I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards. This card is hope. It's all right there in your hands. Now I want you to look even closer at this card. Okay, do you see? Oh, hold on. In the center, there's a person. Can you see that? Right there. Okay, then if you look out, see these? Those are all people around us. And we were just talking about the base chakra and your ancestors and your connection. Can you see the people? There you go. Can you see them now? See the thousands of people around us? You're the hope of generations. You're on the back of all these generations. Okay, so when the world seems a little too much, Kim, realize you're one of many. And what are the chances that you come in here with Mama Cole? Like, seriously, what a small world. Okay. Um, I'm going to get, you're so welcome, Kathy. And I have Ellen over on Facebook. Jekyll, I believe. You. Let me get you a card, Ellen. What does Ellen need to know? Oh, you had a jumper. Oh, no way. You guys saw me shuffle too. Ellen, you need to know the same thing. You need hope also. The light still will shine. Okay, it's always going to shine. Can you see all them people? They're right in your hands. They're always around you. They're always looking over you. You are not alone. Oh, see, now there's actually 1, 2. There's 2 rings of people around. Look, I just looked at it really close. Right here is a ring of people, and there's a ring of people surrounding you. Okay? So those are all your ancestors. Look at that. See them? And I shuffled this deck. So please know they're wanting to send you hope. Okay? There still is a future. It's just a little different now, okay? Yes, speaking of Gaia, absolutely amazing network. Yes, I love watching Gaia Network. And Michelle says, I'm still trying to. I do second guess everything I see or hear. Don't second guess it. I'm telling you. Sometimes you cut yourself short. And also, you know what I realized after working with the gentleman that I did in the coma? Once I realized that my second guessing could be denying somebody an absolute connection or could be denying their blessings. And who am I to deny somebody else's blessings by just sharing whatever I'm told or experience? You know what I mean? And I'm never going to deny somebody else's blessings. So, with that being said, I'm going to start closing out. So I just did more Q&A tonight, but I am going to pull us a beautiful card. I don't pull these out very often. Um, this is a Heal Yourself reading cards. And I will tell you the description will be kind of long, but I'm going to pull it for all of us here. Okay. Oh, and I love that we have a magic number 7. That's my number. I'm a 7. I was born on the 7th. And these are just, I love these cards. Okay. And this is Heal Yourself, intuitive guidance to transform your soul. So what messages do we as a group need tonight to close out? And that one flipped right. Well, duh. She flipped right over too. And she's healing. See her eyes, her mascara is all down her face. You see it running down her face. Now I want you. What else do you notice about this card? I'm not going to say a word. Anything else anybody else notices about this card? Where's the other deck I just put up? What do you guys see? What do you see that in her? And we know that we all need healing, but if we use our intuition and we tune to this card, there's something that's on this card that validates the last 2 cards that we had. Yes. I almost said it too. Hold on. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. Oh. Okay, Kathy said it, but I didn't get your whole comment. The light in her hands. See her hands? Look. And it's a completely different deck. Okay? Healing. So the healing and the hope is our message. And I'm going to read this to you. And this is usually pretty long. And our number is 21. Says illness and pain in your body is a message for you to slow down. Look within and make important changes. If you are experiencing stress, feel overwhelmed, are suffering ailments in your body, or feel exhausted and depressed, it means that your body is trying to communicate with you. Yeah? Your body wants you to start treating it in a more loving manner and listening to the messages it is sending you. You need to become conscious of the areas in your life that you are avoiding or suppressing. Healing takes time. It is a process. Okay? Your first steps towards healing is to create a safe, loving, supportive environment where you can listen to your inner wisdom. Okay? The action for this card is to take a few deep breaths and relax your body. Okay? Place your hands on an area in your body where you have pain. Ask your body, is there a message you want to give me? This message may come to you as thoughts, words, images, insights, feelings, or maybe even memories. Say, I call on my divine healing intelligence to help release all pain, blockages, and density from this area. And then watch and feel as the dense energy leaves your body. And then say, I call on my divine healing intelligence to infuse this area with a green ray of light. I ask that all my immune mechanisms of my body be activated and my body now return to a state of perfect balance and health. Then imagine a green light moving through your body and repairing it. Gently bring your awareness back to normal and open your eyes. So what they just did was totally described an energy healing to do yourself. But I'm liking, oh, see, I look, that's cool that there was a green light, but that light, I always use a golden light, and that's what's also in our other card. So just picture where your pain is, because I know somebody was saying about sciatic pain. Picture where your pain is and hold it and ask it what it has. Does it have a message for you? A lot of times, it's trauma trapped. Okay. And Angie says, thank you. You're amazing. I appreciate everything you do for us. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah, I'm moving too much. See, my sciatica, I don't have, we have to say that. Hollis works with me a lot on that. I live with I have a compressed spinal cord, degenerative disc, and osteoarthritis. I don't know. I got a bunch of stuff with my spine. And we moved into an RV and I don't walk as much now. And I always have walking issues. But man, my lower back has been killing me. Like my sciatic nerve, uh, the sacral iliac joint is what it's called. So there's a lot. I do stretches. Stretches and stuff help. And this stuff, the energy work does really help a lot. So with that, I want to thank everybody tonight. I'm going to put my cards up real quick. Hold on. Try to put everything up because I have lots of kitties who like to play with my cards. There we go. So I hope I helped answer everybody's questions tonight. I hope you had a good evening. Wild lettuce. I have heard of wild lettuce. I honestly, oh, I'm so glad, Kathy. I'm so glad. Please know you're not alone, Kathy. Kathy just said that we've helped her more than she knows, more than we know. Thank you so much, honey. I actually was bedridden on a bunch of fentanyl, oxy, Flexeril, all that stuff, and I'm all natural. I've been all natural for about 10 years. The pain medications, my body didn't really break down. So I do a lot of teas. I haven't tried the wild lettuce though. But anyway, if you guys would like a reading, you can hire me for right here. You can go right there. I will not ever message you. If somebody messages you saying they're me, they're not. I will not have you send money to PayPal. I won't do any of that. I only work with Psychic Insights. That's it. That's all. If it's not Psychic Insights, it is not me. And if you want an hour, you use this code and you get $22 off an hour, which is a bargain. And that's good till I think June 20th. So hurry and get that. Anyway, thank you all so much. And Tony said, thank you so much, Mama Cole. Much love and appreciation to you for giving your beautiful messages from Spirit Family. Much love and strength to everyone here. Thank you so much. Yes. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for coming. I know Friday nights, I really appreciate it. Okay. I hope everybody had a good time. I hope I got your questions answered. And I'd love to see you in the future. And if you did get a reading or just have any feedback, I would love some feedback on the group. And have a good night. Have a great weekend. Remember, you're not alone. They are always with you. Your loved ones are they're right there. Hold on. I do feel like there's something else I'm supposed to say or do before I leave. Everybody good? I just want to make sure everybody's good. We don't have anybody. I'm just going to do one more check and make sure everybody's good tonight. Oh, it's lunchtime in Australia. Oh, Kim Cole is in Australia. And Rachel said that she'll be going on the website. a tea or tincture. I do make teas and tinctures. I do. I have an Etsy shop that I do teas, tinctures, body butters, all that stuff. And I have lots of herbal teas. So thank you very much. All right. Namaste, everybody. Let me get our little video up. Thank you so much for coming and joining us tonight. Thank you. Thank you.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.